This African country has minerals worth $24 trillion and is not luxurious. Although the Democratic Republic of Congo is said to have the richest natural resources, this scenario is not so prosperous. The country is facing a ton of issues that are not supported by mineral wealth. Let us dive into the reasons and gain further insight. It goes without saying that the Democratic Republic of Congo is Africa's most luxurious country. But hey, the rule implies only when talking about major deposits like gold, copper, cobalt, and diamonds. Thus, mining plays a significant role in the overall development and GDP of the country. In addition, it is useful in producing global products like lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles or copper for transmission lines. A sheer amount of the African population is directly dependent upon mining activities to earn their livelihood. Such an occupation is also risky and poses a danger to human life. Many people lost their lives everywhere by participating in mining activities. And sadly, there is not much option due to poor economic growth and limited infrastructure. As a result, people are pushed to live in extreme poverty in the Democratic Republic of Congo, so the extracted minerals are not very helpful. For instance, the dug-up cobalt is unusually pure in this aspect. Congo is known to hold almost half of the global supply. Well, it sits atop for an estimated 3.4 million metric tons of cobalt. It can be noticed recently that a large number of Congolese have migrated to the earlier remote area. The number exceeds more than 500,000 in terms of residents. Out of these people, many work at industrial mines, while others have transformed into artisanal diggers. Well, many of them have permission to work on a freelance basis at licensed pits. However, the case does not hold positive for every individual, as some sneak onto the sites at night. Also, they dig their separate holes or tunnels to find a way. There is a serious risk of posing dangers in pursuit of buried treasure. Besides that, Africa is still facing the repercussions of World War II. Over 5 million died in the process, and millions were driven to the edge by starvation. Moving on, diseases were spread in the blink of an eye, with people suffering as a result. It is unfortunate to notice how the Great War of Africa took the lives of soldiers and civilians from 9 nations. A place that is known to be blessed by every type of mineral still ranks low on the UN Human Development Index. Thus, anyone can notice how the nation's past implies today in terms of violence and anarchy. The country does not fall behind in terms of natural resources. According to recent statistics, it has natural resources valued at $24 trillion. Even the natural gas and deposits of iron ore and platinum make about 3.2 trillion cubic feet. Such resources do not have much implication, as the citizens end up making just about $800 annually. Shocking data reveals that over 60% of the population resides below the poverty line. It just makes us wonder, what does the Democratic Republic of Congo lack? The rich natural resources take a toll on the peace and security of Congo. Well, the past narrates its tale about the exploitation due to imperial European powers. People were denied even basic human rights as they were compelled to become slaves. A sheer amount of the Congolese population was shipped around the globe without their permission. Thus, they were treated poorly and worked in poor conditions for the European industry. The time did not change even then, as the country was subjected to dictatorship over the years. Along with that, the foreign forces came together to exploit Congo and its minerals. The Rwandan genocide that occurred in 1994 was the sole proof of this incident. Surprisingly, more than 1 million refugees escaped to Congo. Unfortunately, diseases and rebellion followed their paths around the same time. It was almost impossible for the nation to undo these repercussions. So it took almost a decade of instability for the Democratic Republic of Congo to establish a democratic authority. Even the elections were marked by intensive conflict and rebellion. People were displaced from their homes and adverse conditions persisted. Not much has changed about the Democratic Republic of Congo in today's scenario. All credit goes to the rulers over time and how they did nothing for betterment. For instance, Joseph Kabila was subjected to stealing a sheer amount of foreign aid. He also did not properly use the country's mineral resources and kept filling his pockets. As a result, people had to sacrifice a ton of things in this process. Powers were misused at both domestic and international levels and continued for generations. Thus, such inequality has further pushed these people into pathetic living conditions. There are hardly any jobs for the natives. Even the manufacturing sector has a negligible contribution to the country's GDP, so we can hardly expect anything remarkable from the service sphere as well. The situation is so poor that no roads link the main cities, and healthcare systems have collapsed as well, and the circumstances apply in every field ranging from education to the justice system. Do you believe that the estimated value of $24 trillion for minerals comes paradoxically to the prevailing condition in the Democratic Republic of Congo? Let us know your opinions in the comments section, and be sure to subscribe to Luxury Wave.